The former president and current vice president of Argentina, Cristina Fernandez de Kirchner, is on trial in a case that's dividing the nation. The prosecution says she led one of the biggest corruption syndicates in the country's history. She calls it a political witch hunt.
Empieza el juicio con esta ficción.
This trial started with this fiction that was recounted by the persecutors over 5 days. During those 5 days, I listened to those accusations that were not accusations. They were a fiction, a script, a very bad one, besides being false.
Esta parte solicita se condene.
The prosecution is calling for a 12-year prison sentence and a lifetime ban on the vice president holding public office. One opposition politician even demanded her execution. In response, her supporters took to the streets outside her apartment in Buenos Aires. Police controlled by the opposition-led city government responded aggressively, provoking strong criticism from the national government, including the president Alberto Fernandez. Her supporters now keep a daily vigil outside her home.
When you put one of our main political leaders on trial in such a weak case, you undermine democracy, and a lot of blood has been spilt to win our democracy.
She did so much. The schools, the city metro, gave food to the poor, equipped the universities and gave a wage to housewives.
Cristina Fernandez de Kirchner divides opinion like no other. But this trial is about much more than whether she's guilty or not guilty. It's about how many Argentines see the future of their troubled country. A former president, the wife of a former president, and now Argentina's vice president, Mrs. Kirchner, has been around for long enough to have made plenty of friends and a lot of enemies. Her opponents view the former president as symbolic of the corruption that's blighted Argentina for generations. They want to prevent her standing again for president in next year's elections.
It will be historic for Argentina, the first time a female president convicted for a fully proven corruption crime. Let it serve as an example for all.
It gives us hope that we still have justice in Argentina, and this has only just begun.
The verdict on Cristina Kirchner and the 12 other accused is expected later this year. Whatever the outcome, Argentina will be divided by an increasingly bitter conflict. Schweimler, Jazeera, Buenos Aires.